What is going on, everybody? Welcome to Food Fitness Family Podcast. It is me, Mr. Blankenship, Big Daddy. We are back. It's been a couple hectic weeks, but we have Mr. Beautiful, Marcus over here.
You can't even say that
Um,
anymore. I had this zit start coming on my forehead like 2 months ago. Never had a head on it. It just grew like a horn. Finally, it started to go down, and now I got a second one coming right next to it. I never get
oh man, it looks really bad.
fucking no, especially
You
if you
should,
see
pro-
if you see it in
you
the
should
light.
probably,
It's awful.
yeah, you should probably wear a hat.
Where I've been wearing a hat, it hurts. It's right on my hat line.
Wear a bandana.
I can't really complain too much because I've never had acne. Just like random ones every now and then, but since I have zero acne for the most part, when it comes in, it's very noticeable.
You know what's weird is I've never really had acne, but when I do get pimples, I get them in really weird spots. Like I'll get them
Yeah.
on like my elbow.
Oh, really?
And I'll get like a giant fucking one on my elbow, and
Yeah.
it's like painful because I can't like even put my arm on like my center console of my truck. It's so fucking frustrating because it'll
Uh,
be it'll be like right here.
yeah.
You see where it's like the perma,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
it like scars up, dude. It's always so painful.
That's funny. You got fucked up elbows.
I fucked up elbows. And every now and then I'll get like one small one like on my beard line. But other than that, I've
Oh
like
yeah.
never had acne.
Yeah, that'll happen. That'll happen. I'll get
You
ingrown
know,
hairs every now and then from like shaving. Not my face, but like elsewhere.
your
But
butt cheek or something.
yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Uh no, anyways, yeah. Sorry that we have been gone, listeners. It's been a few weeks with it. I retired from teaching. I went out of town, and more importantly, Caleb has been opening Body Shop number 2 out in Lee Summit, and that has been hectic and tough and stressful, but it is officially open and fucking looking awesome. We were talking about before we got on the podcast. I've been seeing a lot of posts already just in the week that it's been open, and it just looks awesome on video. In person, I got to go out there on Saturday. I'm hoping I can make it out there at least like once a week moving forward, just because it's a badass place to train. Love the equipment selection and just the vibe.
Yeah, man, it's been fun. It has been very stressful. So I took off all last week, and I hope one time when I open a gym, I can just like sit back and enjoy it. Every time it's been stressful, it's been down to like the last fucking minute. You know what I mean? Like we had
Yeah,
like 8 or 9 people in there Friday night cleaning.
yeah,
Um, and then Friday we failed our inspection. So we got a verbal from the fire marshal that if we changed like one thing, we could open, we get temporary occupancy. So I said, fuck it. And we just kind of rolled on a verbal, and we had an open house, and we stayed open for a couple of days, and we closed Tuesday. So we definitely took a few risks, but at that point we were just ready to be open. We had told
yeah,
everyone for months, I think some of it was our contractors. So we just wanted to get open, and it feels nice to be open now. There's still a couple
yeah,
things we have to get fixed. You know what I mean? The paint's
yeah.
still not completely done, which honestly kind of just pisses me off because we've had 4 months and the fact that it's still not done.
Well, and especially because
But
that's not something you had control over. Like everything you had control over, you
it's
did.
done. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
And
It's these it's the contractor stuff like that. Not that they did a bad job, but it just irritating.
yeah, and
Yeah,
that's the thing that pisses me off. It's like if it's down to me, I'm okay. Like I
yeah,
trust that I'll get it done. But like when
yeah,
I have to leave it up to other people, that's what stresses me out.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah, definitely.
But regardless, we're there, we're growing. You know what I mean? We're adding members every day. We're doing a ton of day passes right now.
Yeah.
So we really can't complain too much. We're already, the number of memberships that we need to just kind of break even, we're already like a quarter of the way there.
Well, that's awesome in one week.
So yeah, and not break even like payroll, bills, everything, but
Of
at least pay
course.
rent.
Yeah, yeah,
That's what I'm most worried about right now.
yeah, definitely.
So it'll be nice when we can get it. I think by the end of next month we'll be in the green completely, and we'll be rocking and rolling. We could probably do one episode just completely on all the shit that went down with getting it open.
Yeah, let's
So,
push that off a little bit before once we're kind of out of the woods. Just a couple of the
but we're there. We got our schedules in. You know what I mean? I'll be out there a couple of days a week. I'll be in
yeah,
OP a couple of days a week. But honestly, moving forward, man, I really don't have set days. I mean, I have set days, but like
yeah,
I'm just kind of be going from gym to gym. You know what I mean?
yeah.
On Tuesdays and Thursdays, for at least for the next month, I have to be in Lee Summit at night. But other than that, like I can kind of
Why do you have clients out there that
uh
night?
Brandon still has some clients in OP before he can like fully transition.
Oh,
Um,
okay. I got
so
you.
I'll be covering because we have a couple of new guys and
Yeah.
they've only been working like 2 3 weeks. So we want to make sure that they're good to go
Yeah, of
before we
course.
can like fully trust. They still have questions, things like that. So
Yeah.
make sure that we have that coverage there, especially because night times when we're busy. So,
Yeah. Yeah, of course. Yeah,
but
I mean, I feel like once you guys get into once you get into it for a few months, you'll have a better just have like a natural routine that kind of falls in
yeah.
place with things. Are you going to be? Do you intend on like training people out in Lee Summit as well, or just mainly training out of OP and then just
No, I've been training. But
okay?
it's like my same clients. They're just driving to
Okay.
the Lee Summit,
Oh, okay, I got
and
you. I got you.
like my one guy, he lives in like Ray Peck, so
Oh
he
fuck, he's
can.
making a drive to OP.
Yeah, so it's like it's Lee Summit's just a couple minutes closer, but he can kind of go to either one. It's about the same distance for him.
Oh, okay.
Chad, like Chad doesn't mind driving out there. And my client Morgan, she works on Thursday. She works like on the Grandview Triangle.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So at one of her locations for work. So she'll just come out there. So
Mhm.
it's not like I'm taking on new Lee Summit clients. I am taking on new clients,
Yeah.
but only online. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, that makes
I'm
sense.
not taking on any more. I actually lost some in-person people
Yeah.
because I'm having to go out to Lee Summit. Yeah,
No, yeah, that makes sense. But I mean, that's obviously a bigger priority to get that gym, firing and on all cylinders and whatnot.
for sure. So it feels nice though, but I finally signed some online people.
Yeah.
So I got a couple of that back and running. It'll be nice when I can
Get back to being
get back to
consistent with things.
posting, get back to being
Yeah.
consistent, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? So,
Yeah.
but yeah, other than that, just getting ready for the baby. I think we got a bunch of stuff we have to get done. Let's see, this come out on Monday. So the day before this comes out, we'll have Maximus's sixth birthday
Oh,
party.
sweet. Yeah.
Dude, I can't believe he's already six. Like,
That is crazy. That is crazy.
because you were around, like, right, we kind of met, like, right when he was born, right?
Probably
At
so, but like,
Worlds
yeah, but
ish.
I knew you then. I didn't know you though. So
Yeah,
I
we,
mean,
we just we
yeah,
just knew each other and would say hi. We weren't friends or anything.
yeah. That sounds like the right kind of timeline though. But yeah, fucking 6 years old. That's crazy.
Yeah, it's flying by. He had his first basketball camp this week.
Oh, sweet.
Monday was the first time he's ever touched a basketball, and he cried a lot and threw a fit, and because it was hard, you know what I mean,
But
and
was just like bouncing the ball was difficult.
everything,
Yeah, just
bouncing,
everything was. Yeah.
shooting, but it's like in our house, it's like even if you're not good at it, you're gonna try.
Yeah. No, of course,
You're
of
gonna
course.
give effort. And one day it was really funny because I actually moved my schedule so I could go every day except for Monday, and he started crying to Tatiana. He was like, "Daddy's mad at me because I didn't earn it." Hey, baby. So, you know, and that's kind of the thing with like the gyms too. It's like, I don't care if you're good. I don't care if you're
Yeah.
fat. I don't care if you're skinny. I
Yep.
don't care if you're a meathead.
Yep.
Like, we just need effort,
Yep.
and
And
trying is
and and
is
and,
really what
and
matters.
a good attitude. Uh,
Effort and intent and an attitude.
yeah.
Yes.
My elementary school PE gym, which as you just said that, I'm just thinking of like my kindergartners and first graders, and I'm sad I won't be able to teach them basketball anymore. I fucking love teaching basketball. But on my like right behind like my desk that like I stand in front of and like we'll talk to the students and stuff before we get going. I have this giant sign that I made like my first year, like 5 years ago. It said, "The two things you can always control are attitude and effort." I made
Yeah.
it like all bright and colorful and stuff. But I hammer the fuck out of that to all the kids. Like there'll be kids that I don't want to do this. I'm like, okay, so if you were sitting in so and so's classroom and you guys are doing math, and Xavier over here doesn't like doing math, is your teacher going to say, "Oh yeah, it's okay, you don't have to do this"? Like, no, no, like they're going
No,
to
you have to do
expect
it.
the best effort and best attitude, and I'm here to help you with that, and so are all your classmates with it. But I think after 4 or 5 years of really, really hammering that, it created that culture of everybody's trying. It's okay if we're not that good at it. There's obviously times with it, but yeah, that's my bugaboo too. Is that if you're not going to give me attitude and effort, then number one, I can't do much, and number two,
Yeah.
you're going to have a fucking terrible time. I'm going to see you once or twice a week for an hour. You can just bank on hating that time every single time until you start trying, and you're like, oh my god, this is actually fun. Once you just give it a little bit
Yeah.
more.
Yeah, and by yesterday, man, he was doing great. He was
Mhm.
able to dribble the basketball better. He actually could dribble a ball with each hand at the
That's
same time
cool.
for
Yeah.
like 5 to 6 seconds.
Yeah.
He was making shots, you know what I mean? So he got a lot better.
So that was just 2 days of it.
4 days.
4 days.
But I
Okay. Yeah.
think, but
Yeah.
he enjoyed it. So I
Yeah.
think we're actually going to try to sign him up for another one by the end of
Good.
summer. So it's taught by the basketball coach from Aquinas. So
Oh, cool.
he was great. He was great with him. He was very nice, but
Yeah.
he was like stern at the same time. So,
Yeah.
and I think his son helped, and I think his son's going to play for KU. I can't,
That's badass.
he, I think I heard that right. I don't
What's his
want to
name?
like
Do you know his last name?
roast.
I don't know.
I think he's going to play for KU. I'm
Well, he must be
pretty
damn good
sure.
because we have a crazy fucking good transfer and freshman class coming in this year.
Yeah, so
Here
I
comes
don't.
Natty number two in the last 3 years.
Um, but yeah, man, it's fun just to see the attitude, the effort,
Yeah.
Max is just so big and he's just not coordinated. So
Yeah.
'cause we start gymnastics today to try to help with that. So we just want to get
Yeah.
him more coordinated. That'll just come with time and practice. We've
It
been
will.
playing catch
Yeah.
outside a couple times a week.
Yeah. That's
I
good.
bought a baseball mitt and I think we're actually going to buy a basketball hoop. We found one on Facebook for cheap that we can
Yeah.
like raise and lower for him.
That's cool.
So we just want to get him more involved in like practice. I really hate, Tatiana's sister did this for a long time where she would try out for volleyball, not make the team, cry,
Yeah.
try out the next year, not make the team, cry. And finally, one year, I was like, "Why are you
What?
crying?
Yeah.
Why didn't you make the team?" And I was like, "You should have known you weren't going to make the team." "Well, what do you mean? You didn't make it last year, and you did nothing all year to try to get better.
Yeah. You just showed up
I
and
literally
expected
had
everything to
never seen you pick up a volleyball, and then you just went to tryouts again. Like, how do you? It's like
It's so
I'm
true.
gonna try out for basketball, not shoot a shot every year until tryouts next year, and then think I'm gonna get better.
Yep.
It doesn't work like that.
No, it doesn't at all. I'll coming back to me teaching and stuff is when we're doing like fitness testing, I'll have kids that like I hate push-ups and like I get it. Younger kids like that, unless you actively do it or you do it with your dad or your mom or whatever the case is, you're not gonna be that good at push-ups because you don't have upper body muscle unless you're doing things that actually build that stuff. But I'm like, you can't show up on test day once every 6 months and expect that you're just going to do better than what you did last year. I'm like, I've been telling you about this for 3 or 4 months leading up to this, that all I'm asking for is 1 minute every day, 1 minute every couple days, whatever that schedule looks like for you. As soon as you get home from school, before you go to bed, before you come to school, whatever your routine wants to be, just 1 minute. Just set a timer for 1 minute on your iPad that you all have, and you see how many push-ups you can do. If you can't do regular
Yeah,
ones, do knee ones. If you can't do knee ones, do table ones. If you can't do table ones, do fucking wall ones until you get tired, and you will get better at this. But we don't get better at shit that we don't work at, just like that.
dude, it's so frustrating.
And
And I don't understand that logic either. It's
no,
like,
manage your expectations.
yeah, yeah, but it is what it is, and so we just want Max to keep practicing
Yeah.
and getting better, and maybe he won't even like it. Maybe he'll want to play in the band, and I'll be heartbroken. Not that band's a bad thing, but like
No, I get
I
that.
would love for him to play sports.
Yeah. Well, especially how big and
So
strong that fucker is going to be.
yeah, yeah, like he wasn't even allowed to use the small ball, like they made him use a
Oh
normal
yeah.
basketball.
Yeah.
So, but it's fun, man. It's fun to watch. It's a whole nother as a parent and as a dad. It's I don't know. It's not that I don't love babies. Babies are cool, but like, fuck, babies are boring, man. They
No,
just like
yeah.
sit there, they do nothing. It's like
Yeah.
way more fun when I can start like doing stuff with them. You know what I mean?
Nicole and I are in a little bit of trouble with that. We were at like a wedding shower the other day, and somebody had like a fairly I don't know what age it is. I can't tell how old the baby is. So it could have been a week old, could have been a year old. I have no idea. But we both looked at each other and was like, I just want to skip that stage. I know in the moment I'm gonna love it and embrace it and
Yeah.
every little moment of it. But just from the outside looking in, I'm like, can we just fucking grab one at 3 years old and start going from there? I'm like, I don't want to do all that shit. You can't talk to them.
Yeah.
There's no personality. I'm sure that there is personality, and
There
I'm
is
gonna eat. I'm gonna
personality.
eat all my words that I'm saying right now. But like you just said,
Yeah.
I just can't wait to get to the point where we can actually do some shit.
Well, and Tatiana will like stare at the baby like all day and like
Yeah.
just in amazement. She's like, look, look, look. I'm like, what? I'm like, wow. She moves her arm again. That's cool. whatever. So yeah, man, but that's really been it for me. I'm just a lot of client stuff going on. I think I got like 8 people in prep right now.
Oh yeah, that's a lot.
You know, I'm just trying to get back into the swing of things. I started
Yeah,
eating again. I'm starting to get back, trying to get back into training, get my
that's
schedule
good.
down,
That's good.
get ready for baby number 2. So
Yeah.
how's things been with you since, retirement, old man?
Yeah, thanks, man.
Got that giant stress horn on your face.
I think that's got to be what the fuck it is. Nicole keeps saying you need to wash your hats more. I was like, I've wore hats my
That's
entire life.
hard to shut up. We don't wash our
Yeah,
hats.
yeah. I'm like, I also have 40 hats. Will you go wash my 40 hats for me? I'm not
Yeah.
washing my fucking hats. She's like, well, you're older now. Your skin's changing. I'm like, fucking maybe, but I'm not washing my hats. Uh,
Listen, we didn't marry them for logic.
yeah,
Just
exactly.
shut up and sympathize with my horn.
No, but that's what I said. I was like, I didn't bring this up. You brought this up. So I need you to do something about it and stop bringing it up and tell me to do something about it. It's like if you don't like it on my head, then give me some shit that can you get this thing off.
Yeah.
But anywho though, no, what was it? Because it's been a few weeks or so. So yeah, I had my last day of school a couple weeks ago. I had field day and shit that week. It was awesome. And then every year it's a little bit emotional when like the fifth graders leave, but like these fifth graders I had been with for the past 5 years. So I saw them as like little first graders and leave. And then, during all their like end of the year ceremonies, and they're all sad because they're going off to middle school and elementaries, closing a chapter. It was my
It's sad because you don't get recess anymore. It's like,
Yeah, that's true too. But I'm like I'm going through my own sadness about just like a chapter of my life also closing. It truly felt like the closest thing to, I've dealt with death before, dealt with death and breakups before, but it was the closest thing to that without it actually being a death or a breakup. So yeah, I had a couple days in there where I was super fucking emotional, super sad and stuff like that. But then I planned a trip to LA right at the last day of school. So that night I went out there. So at the time I was like, I don't know if I should have did that because I didn't really get a chance to like go through my own little grieving process. But it was good though. LA was badass. Went to Six Flags on the first day out there, rode a roller coaster that I
who did
didn't.
you go with?
John, he's my
Um,
uh he came out to Body Shop one time. He's my best friend. He was my best man at my wedding and whatnot.
okay.
He left his 9 to 5 back in like November and started his own business as well. So that was kind of like a hey, let's set some financial goals. If we hit these
Oh yeah.
goals by the beginning of May, let's plan a trip. And so we just plan it on that little bit of a week. But yeah, we did this roller coaster at Six Flags called X2. The craziest fucking thing. I won't even try to explain it, but YouTube that shit because it was crazy. You couldn't anticipate literally anything. Like a normal roller
Really?
coaster, you can see like when things are coming. This one, you like sit in like a chair, kind of like the Patriot, except it doesn't hold you from the top, it holds you from the bottom, and then
Uh-huh.
it lays you back, and the entire time you're going backwards
Oh shit.
until you start doing fucking flips and loop de loos and shit, and every second you were looking in different directions. So like at first, I'm just looking at like the track because I was the very very back of it. As I'm like going up, almost like like if you're going up the mountain.
Yeah.
And so you can see the track down here, and you can't see all the people behind you, all other trains and stuff. And then somehow on the first little loop, then I'm facing all the other people, which were crazy. So every second it was something totally different. I'm doing a terrible job of doing it justice, but that shit was wild. And then I got to play. I got completely obliterated off of tequila Saturday night.
Oh yeah.
Stayed in bed till Sunday at 5 p.m. the next day. So wasted an entire day of vacation, but it was worth it.
So,
It was worth it.
uh-oh.
What is
What are you doing?
that, Maximus?
You wake up, you need to come say hi.
Hi.
Oh,
What's up, Max? How you doing, bud?
Good.
How did you sleep?
Good.
You slept good? Did you have any dreams?
did you sleep in?
Mm,
Did you have any dreams? Did you dream about anything?
mm,
Did you dream
I,
about?
dream, I, I dreamed about number blocks and dancing.
You dreamed about number blocks and dancing?
Oh, Tens was seeing me.
Oh, Tens was seeing you?
Oh, that's
Yeah.
awesome. I thought you were gonna dream about playing basketball. Did you like playing basketball?
I didn't want to dream about basketball.
You didn't?
Yeah, he's asking, did you play basketball this week?
Yeah.
Did you like it?
Uh-huh.
What's your favorite thing? Do you like bouncing the ball or shooting the ball?
I'm shooting ball.
Shooting it?
Yes, I'm a shooter.
Did you make some
Shooter.
shots? Yeah.
Because I didn't cry.
You didn't cry? Yeah,
Right,
exactly.
you didn't cry because we gave effort and we earned it, right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's what happens when you work hard, you make all the shots, buddy.
Much rather, mommy. Okay.
Okay.
You say bye.
Bye.
See you, bud.
Love you, Bubba.
He looks sleepy. He looks like he just woke up.
Oh, literally just woke up. Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. I wish I just woke up.
Okay. Thank you.
Where was I though? We were gonna go out to Bradley Martin's Zoo Culture Gym and just didn't make it out there at all.
Day pass probably would have been like $50.
It was. I think it was like
Yeah.
$45.
Jesus.
We usually just go to Gold's Venice, old classic, and go there and spend like 3 hours hitting every muscle group possible. And then I'm just wrecked the next day. But we didn't end up doing that. We just went to Gold's in Long Beach, which I've been there a couple times. And then what was it? Monday on Memorial Day, we went out to
I think there's a pretty cool gym out there. It's a Metroflex Long Beach.
Yeah, there is. That was I was gonna go out there on Saturday, because that was when we went to Long Beach Gold's. And they didn't have any staff
Okay.
on Saturday, so I couldn't figure out how to get a day pass out there. So I said, fuck it, we'll have to go out there a different day. But Memorial Day, though, we went out to Venice Beach though, and Venice Beach is always fun. If you haven't been, it's definitely a good time. But we went.
Never been to California.
Oh no,
I don't want to go.
I like it. People always complain about the traffic, and yeah, if I lived there and I had to go sit in that traffic, it would be fucking awful. But being on vacation, not being in a rush to get places, like I don't care about driving a whole lot. I fucking love it though. I like it more than Florida for a lot of different reasons. Florida, I always just feel dirty as well because it's so humid 90% of the year. So I'm just so sweaty the whole time. I do love Florida a lot. But just like the LA weather is usually great out there. It was like 60, 65 and overcast the entire time.
Okay.
Like we had, but that sucked though because I wanted some sun. But when we went to Venice Beach though, there was I've always wanted to play on the basketball courts out there, and we bought a basketball at like Target or something on the way out there, and went and ran in a couple games. That was a good time. Played a dude who played he was a point guard who played overseas in like China and some other places. He was
so he smoked you. Yeah.
He was pretty good. You could definitely tell he wasn't going his hardest. I was happy I made at least a couple shots on him, but he just step back jumpers and shit that I was like, all right, he's obviously played a little bit, but no, that was badass. I've always wanted to play on the courts. I've always been too nervous to, and plus I never had a basketball, so we did that. That was a good time, and yeah, man. And then I got back to real life the following day once I got back to Kansas City. Had a lot to kind of figure out. I had luckily. I'm not complaining about this, but I had like 6 consult calls over the next 2 days once I got back in town.
What's up?
And I signed a lot of those people. So then I just had like an abundance of work those first few days. On top of like over the past year, knowing that I was leaving teaching, I put anything I couldn't get done on my to-do list. I put it on to June 1st. So I had like 100 things to sort through that I needed to like organize and shit, which I'm still kind of going through that. But now I just got to figure out what my routine, what my schedule is going to look like moving forward. I kind of just want to live in it for a few weeks and just see like, what do I want to do? Do I want to work out in the mornings? Do I want to work on the afternoons?
Yeah.
Yeah,
you'll probably just wake up and post 100 times a day and
probably.
Yeah.
Probably. I'm already kind of organizing that right now. Before you got on this, I was already creating out some posts. I'm hoping I can do that a little more often because I lived in like survival mode the past couple of years. So I'm excited to like, batch out posts and stuff like that. So I can just, it's already loaded in my draft.
You're so good at it. I struggle to post 1 time a day.
Oh no, I know I do too. I hate having to sit down and actually do it, but I'm like, fuck, it's the only way I can get business sometimes.
Dude, it helps to be relevant and you're putting out information. I don't think it's any secret that the more I posted, the more, I don't say the more I posted, but the more consistently that I posted was when I gained my most business. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, and then I'll have like people that, will reach out to me and we'll be like on a consult call. And, I just had one of them the other day. He was like, yeah, I saw a post you made a couple weeks ago that like totally spoke to me. And I don't even know what the post was, but like, I'll have a lot of people reiterate that whatever the post was that I'd made a week ago or a couple days ago really spoke to them.
Yeah.
So then when I hear that, that's a good sign that what I'm talking about is obviously working and connecting with people. But then I'm like, fuck, that just reinforces I gotta stay.
Gotta do it.
I
Yeah,
gotta
yeah, yeah.
stay consistent with it.
Yeah, I have some
Yeah.
I think I have some client transformations and stuff like that I need to post and
Yeah. I used to,
um
I think what always kind of handicapped me in the past was I would wait until I had a really good transformation from a client and then posted that
yeah,
one time. And
yeah.
now I'm like, number one, I'm recognizing wins every week in all these different clients.
Hmm.
And sometimes it's physical, sometimes it's more mental and just habitual and stuff like that. But ultimately, like there's usually a lot of physical progress that I'm seeing along the way. And are we at the final end point? Fuck no. I mean,
No.
honestly, we never are. But even then,
Yeah, you don't have to wait 24 weeks for a transformation post.
exactly. And that's what I
Yeah.
used to think that I needed to do. But now, and plus, it makes that client feel good. And honestly, I bet that in some way, shape, or form, like when they see me bragging on them and talking them up both one to one and on there like that, it can't hurt their motivation. It can't hurt their fire and their drive right now.
Yep.
And sometimes I'll actually I'll make that post once they've had a couple bad weeks and be like, look at what this client's doing. And sometimes that is like another reinforcer that I need to get back on track because I love seeing this and all the things he just said about me. So let's get back to it.
Yeah, for sure, man. I get that. I just need to be better about it.
Yeah, but I
Just
mean,
hate social media so much.
I do too. But you've also you got to give yourself grace for that though, because the past couple of months you've had. I mean, honestly, you've had to sacrifice a lot of your workouts for the last like 7 months. Uh,
Oh God. Yeah,
like
there's no
if
way I
you
could
haven't
have
had
done it.
no, if you haven't had time to do what you love the most, and that's the workout, then you're probably not going to have a shit
Hey,
ton of
one
time
second.
posting.
One second. Hello? Yeah, you can just leave her the door. Thank you.
Who's that?
I knew that was gonna happen. I needed something for the gym, so I had it
Uh,
overnighted.
oh, that's
They're
cool.
like, they're like, we're not here, or you're not here. And I'm like, just leave it there.
Yeah, no worries. What is it?
Uh,
What is it? I'll beat you there.
it's
I'll steal it.
a key lock box,
Oh, okay, cool.
but I need it because we don't have like a what it would we have that display case in the front
Yeah,
of OP,
yeah.
so we don't have that. This one's just open, but we have employee lockers. So
Uh-huh.
within the one locker, we have like the phone, because we have a
Oh,
cell phone
okay.
now instead of a landline. We have the
That's nice.
cash box. We're not doing a cash register. We're just doing a cash box because
Why
we
are you
don't do a
saying
ton of
this
cash.
on public podcast?
I mean, if they want to steal it, they can steal it. It's whatever. I have cameras.
That's true. That's a good point.
So, but we need somewhere to hide the key that's like accessible to employees.
Oh, that makes sense.
So
So
I
like
got a
a
key. I
lockbox.
got a key lockbox that I can drill in somewhere and
Yeah,
have a code on it. So they need a code to open it to get into the locker.
that makes sense.
So,
That makes sense. I get that.
so yeah, if you want to steal it, I mean, go ahead. But I, I guess I'll just press charges on you and then kick you out of the gym. So
Doesn't really seem that worth it.
yeah, because I mean, the cash box has like $100 in it, so
Yeah,
it's a
yeah.
lot of
Oh, that makes
uh,
sense.
yeah.
What all you got coming up then? I mean, obviously you have the baby, so now it's just like kind of find your routine, your rhythm back until August. What'd you say?
Yeah, man. So I'm just gonna
August
try to
18th?
she's due the 16th. I think she'll
16th.
come about a week and a half early.
Cool.
So right now I'm just trying to get back on my training, get back on
Mhm.
eating, which I've been doing a little better about. I get 3 sessions of training in this week. Next week I should get 4 in. And honestly, just get back on my social media game. And I feel like I've slacked a lot on my coaching, and not the fact that I like haven't been giving effort to like my check-ins and stuff, but I've been so busy that like one of my clients yesterday sent me a couple questions at like 9 a.m. and I get back to them to like 7 p.m.
Oh yeah.
That's
Yeah.
very uncharacteristic of me. Normally I'm hitting you back very quickly. So I want to get back to where I can get back to quicker
Responses, yeah.
text times, response times.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I'm back to a point now where I can grow again. Like honestly, the last month, like
That-
I couldn't have handled
I
any
was
more
gonna say
growth.
that was probably the last thing you needed. Ideally, you wanted it financially, but in terms of time wise, it's like that wasn't really doable.
Yeah, it's just not. It wasn't gonna happen. Like my one client that I signed, I got one girl that signed up, I think, last Saturday, and I haven't gotten her plan to her yet, which I tell them to give me a week and I'm going to get it done today. But even that, I like to have it within 3 to 4 days.
Same, yeah.
I had one guy from S2 hire me, and he understood what I had going on, but it took me like 10 days to get his plan because I was
Yeah.
just fucking getting
Yeah.
destroyed. So I just want to get back into some normal-ish lifestyle.
Yeah.
It's been really great being home in the mornings because I think with my new schedule, except for Mondays, I'll be able to be home in the morning till at
Oh,
least
that's
like
nice.
a.m.
Yeah.
So I need to kind of create a schedule for me to when am I doing my emails? When am I doing my gym emails? When am I doing this?
Yeah.
I have some marketing stuff that I need to get figured out that I want to work on for the gyms to drive PT, because
Yeah.
the one that we did it didn't work out. We were just getting clientele that wasn't, I don't want to say not for us, but we didn't all out of all the people we got, they were all like upper 60s, 70s, which
Yeah.
I don't mind having those. I
No,
think
yeah.
it's great, but
Yeah.
80% of them were so intimidated by the time they walked in the door that
Makes
they
sense.
didn't want anything. They wanted to
Yeah.
leave.
Yeah.
And I try to get them to understand that like a gym like us, like we're here to help you more than honestly Genesis is because
Oh, yeah.
we have more knowledgeable trainers because our trainers can make a living here and they can't at these box gyms. But it's if people had their mind made up, they had their mind made up.
No, yeah, that is true.
So I would like to work on some marketing stuff. So if anyone knows anything about SEO or Facebook ads or anything like that that's interested, like please hit me up. Um,
I
you know,
actually have a guy I can connect you with for Google ads and shit like that.
yeah. So I want to look at doing like a graphic for maybe some Facebook or Instagram ads.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I want to get that figured out. Just continue to build the gym. We're having more frequent manager meetings. You know, I want to stay on top of stuff and just make sure that we're building our culture and building what we need to do at the gyms. And I
Yeah.
continue to build
Yeah.
the coaching.
Yeah. Yeah.
I have some people right now that like I think I have like 3 or 4 people that are taking like the next 2 months off. So that kind of sucks.
Yeah.
It's like summer, this and that. They're traveling. I get, but I don't see the point in taking it off.
No,
Me
no, yeah.
personally.
Well, no, I completely agree because I mean, just like when we talk about like with the holidays, like there's so many meals, so many days, so many,
Yeah.
so many more days that you can control than the days you can't control. And
Yeah.
to me, during those busy times, having somebody to hold you accountable is better than you just saying, and not that they're going to say just fuck it and completely fall off, but at least like my clientele, if they're not checking in with me, there's a good chance that they are potentially going to
Yeah.
be falling off with things.
And the
They
ones
don't
that
have
I
their
have,
habits
it's
built.
like I trust that
That
they're
they'll,
gonna at least hold it together.
yeah, at least try to.
And I know they'll come back. So it's not the end of the world, but
Yeah. Still.
I do have some sales goals that I wanted to hit before the baby was here.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think I'm gonna hit it,
Yeah.
just because I had to take basically like a month off of like
Mhm.
really trying to gain people.
Yeah.
But I could come close. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I'm
Yeah.
not too far off. So who knows? I could get a big surge.
Yeah. That's true.
I feel like summer is kind of slow, but the end of summer is when it kind of starts to pick up again.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we'll see how it goes, man. But what do you got planned?
Shit. We find out the gender on Tuesday.
Nice. Are you guys gonna announce, or are you just gonna find out together? Or
We're gonna find out just together, and then we'll announce. I don't
you'll
know.
text me?
Yeah, exactly. I will.
You can text me. I won't tell
I will.
anybody.
I will.
All right.
Well, I mean, once we know,
Well, I'm gonna tell Tatiana, but
well,
I won't tell anyone else.
we're gonna find out at dinner. I made reservations at this nice place we like going to called Farina. But anyway, though, so we will find out then at dinner, and then I don't know if we're gonna post that night or what we're gonna do, and tell call our parents and stuff like that, and probably tell them ahead of time. But yeah, so that's on Tuesday.
How are you gonna find out at dinner? What are they? Are they just gonna like draw it on a plate with chocolate or something?
I think something along those lines. We're just going to give it to like the waiter and say, "Hey, do something with this." Nicole has a better thought about what that's going to look like.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I can't see Nicole's ask me like, "Oh, just do something with this."
yeah,
She's like, "No,
exactly.
you need to do this and
Yes,
this and then this
yes.
and this and this. And
She'll
if it's not this, I will stab you in the neck."
she has some sort of a plan with it, but I know the gist of it, as I do with most things. But yeah, so that's on Tuesday. We're 20 weeks. We'll be 21 weeks at that point. So we're at the halfway
Isn't
mark.
that crazy?
I know
Because we'll be
crazy to think we're halfway.
31 weeks Tuesday.
Yeah, that is fucking
Because I
wild.
forgot you guys are like 10 weeks behind us. It feels like we're
Yeah.
fucking
Yeah.
flying
I
by,
know,
dude.
I know, I know. At least you've done this before. I'm like, God damn. But
It doesn't matter. It's dude,
I
I did
know.
it so long ago that like, yeah, I've done it, but it's
That's
like
true.
I'm gonna
I
be in the same boat you are, like, fuck, this is awful. I gotta wake up again. You know what I'm saying? I wake up now, I feel
yeah.
good, and it's gonna be like a year of like habitual tiredness.
Yeah. No, I'm not looking forward to that. Luckily, I'm not balancing that with teaching and stuff like that. I'm excited to, be home for all the small things and stuff like that. But yeah, I don't know. I don't even know what to be scared for. I'm most nervous probably about the sleep side of things, but I'm also like, I have no experience with babies. I was the only kid, so was Nicole. I had baby cousins, but I was also pretty young at the time too. I also didn't want to hold their babies because I'm like, that's the most expensive thing ever in the world as a baby. Like,
I'll let
I
you
don't want to
hold my
hold that
baby.
shit. To practice. See, that's the other thing
Yeah.
too, is that I don't like the idea of practicing with
But I
someone
need you to
else.
sit down because if you drop her, I'm gonna be
That's what
pissed.
I'm saying. Like
Yeah.
I don't know how to hold them and stuff. Obviously, I'll get a shit ton of practice come October, November. But yeah, so I don't even know what to be scared for and nervous for. But no, so aside from gender, got a wedding coming up next Friday. And then I think we're gonna take a short little like baby moon trip if we can sometime in July. Probably
Where
to
you guys
just
gonna go?
to a beach somewhere that we can just number one not spend a lot of money, and so just save money by sitting on the beach. But then also usually we want to go hiking or something like that, but we're not going to do that with Nicole.
Dude, you guys should check out where we went. Down in Eureka Springs.
Oh, like the cabin thing.
Yeah, the cabins
I think
are
we're
right
gonna
up
do. I think
on the
we're gonna
side
do
of
a
the mountain on
beach.
the lake.
Oh, that's cool. I didn't know that there was like a little mountain lake and stuff there. But
Yeah, you're literally so you're in the what are they called? You're in the Ozark Mountains.
yeah.
And you literally sit like in the side of the mountain and it overlooks the lake, and then you walk down
Oh, that's
and
pretty. That's cool.
there's boats you can rent, there's like a dock you can lay out on,
Yeah,
there's
yeah.
fishing, and then the town is like 15 minutes away, and it's
I've been in
very
Eureka. Yeah, I've been in
yeah,
Eureka.
yeah, it's pretty dope. I mean,
Yeah,
it's cheap.
that is cheap.
I think we did 3 days for like $600,
Oh, that's it. That's it.
and they have a movie library, fireplace, so it's like we just sit in the room, sit in the hot tub. It's
That's
not
nice.
like a hot tub, it's like a jacuzzi bath, but
Okay,
you
cool.
guys can both easily fit in it, and
Yeah,
then we just watch movies and eat and chill.
that's nice.
Because
Good little
it's
setup.
18 and over, so it's fucking like silent.
Oh, that's cool. That's
Yeah.
nice as well then. Yeah, I don't know what we're gonna do. We're kind of in the planning process of that. We got to get it figured out here in the next week or so though. So we can get shit booked up and have
And
a
it's like
plan,
a 3 hour drive, so
which is nice as well.
yeah.
Not having to pay for flights and stuff. Um, but yeah, aside from that though, that's really all we got coming up. And then it's just, chilling until got some concerts and shit this summer, but that's about it. But looking ahead, I know we already have a plan for next week, and then we're going to talk more about some different guests that we want to have on now that we actually have the time and stuff to be doing it.
Yeah,
Uh,
now we should be able to get some on.
and we don't have to ask somebody, hey, can you record at 5 in the morning? Uh,
Yeah. Yeah, we still need to get John on. I'm glad we didn't
yeah,
have the one guy that we almost had on that one week,
yeah, yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
then shit hit the fan the next week.
Yeah, that's true.
Uh,
That was a good timing with it all.
yeah, yeah. We have multiple people who want to get on. I think we have what John from Yep. Um, we have a TRT guy we want to get on.
Mhm.
You know, and if there's anyone that you guys want to hear from, let us know. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I agree. I think Danny from Underestimated would be a good dude to have on at some point as
Yeah,
well.
Danny. Honestly, we need it. We've been talking about doing one with the girls. We need to do one like
Oh
before
yeah,
time gives birth.
that's true. That's a good plan. We need to get that shit on the books. But yeah, no, like you just said though, listeners out there, if you guys have any ideas as well, who you want to hear from, what you want to get out of this,
Yeah.
definitely let us know. But
I think Danny is he's gonna try to open a stretch lab like right next to Body Shop
yeah, that's what
out
you
there
said.
in Lee
That'd be
Summit.
that'd be
Yeah,
awesome. I mean, it's a perfect spot to have right next to a gym.
for sure. Yeah, I think it could be good.
Yeah, definitely, man. Well, what you got going on the rest of this Friday? Anything?
Yeah, we got gymnastics this morning, and then I'll take Max out with me. I got a couple clients. I'm gonna train. I bought a giant tractor tire for the new gym,
Oh, sweet.
so I'll go pick that up. And that's about it, man. We're gonna chill. I forget what tomorrow is during the day, but I know we have a birthday party for Eric and Alyssa's little girl. She's
Oh, cool.
turning 1. And then we have the Libra, seeing Lee Bryce. We had the Luke Combs concert at Arrowhead Saturday night. And then we have Max's birthday party Sunday. So it's like
You guys
bam,
got a
bam,
busy
bam.
weekend.
Yeah,
Eric,
we really do.
we should have
Huh?
Eric on as well. That's what we should
Yeah.
have Eric on as well.
Yeah, because we have that this weekend. Next weekend is Father's Day. The next weekend is our baby shower. The next weekend is 4th of July.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then it's like, fuck, everything.
It is a lot. It all happened
Yep.
pretty quick. And then you guys maybe be here. But all right, cool, man. Well, it was good catching up with you. And
Yeah, I missed you, dude. I feel like we haven't really talked in a couple weeks.
It's been like 2 or 3 weeks at least. Outside of like 4 or 5 minutes here and there at the gym. But cool, man. Well, good talking to you.
You know, even then, it's like
It's not.
this week I realized with Lisa I'm opening how many people I miss. It's like I
Oh,
saw
yeah.
a couple of my clients that I always talk to, and I'm like, dude, come here, give me a hug. Like I
Yeah.
missed you.
Yeah. It has been a little bit. That's true.
Because it's people that I'll bullshit with for like 2 or 3 minutes, but it's like every day.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, and I'm like, fuck, I've seen you like a week, dude.
Yeah, it's been a long time. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true. That is true. But all right, cool, man. Well, everybody else have a great week. And we'll talk to you guys next week.
All right, broski, have a good one. Everyone have a good week.
See you, man.